Hey guys, I just wanted to pop in here. It's Friday. We're about to leave the shop. We've got some stuff going on this weekend, but I just wanted to pop in here right quick and do this little short video. As we talked about in the Monday video yesterday, we did send out or post the pattern for the last minute leather shootout. It's going to be in Waco at the Heart of Texas Leather Show, and we put that out. A ton of people have been downloading that pattern, and it's been awesome. I think a few have already started on theirs, and so we're excited to see how many people actually enter the contest. Like we said before, grab this free pattern. It's on our website, both at Maker's Leather Supply as well as my website, and we've also got it available at Leather Crafters and Saddlers Journal. But we posted that pattern yesterday. Everything's good with the pattern except for one piece. We had a gentleman call Aaron and ask him a question about one of the pieces, and come to find out we had one of the pieces that was incorrect. So if you have this pattern already and you look at it, this one piece, the divider piece that goes in this billfold, on the original file, it was actually incorrect. And so the measurement for that piece, the divider piece, if you're making this wallet, just go to, I think it's page 3 on this. It'll have this longer rectangle down here at the bottom. That's called, it says on there, divider piece. That piece should measure 7 3/4 inches by 3.5 inches. So 7 3/4 inches long, 3.5 inches tall. It's very easy to understand that that piece was not correct when you go to put this together, because that piece that was on the original file wouldn't have fit in the wallet. So that's how we caught it. Luckily we caught it this morning, well, midday I guess. Aaron called me and he said, oh man, I made a mistake. And so it's not a big deal. We did send out an email, so if you're on the email on our newsletter list, you got that email from us. Aaron did the same. He also did a video too, just to let everybody know. Everything else about the pattern is correct, so you really don't have to worry about it too much. It's a rectangle. Just cut it out 7 3/4 inches by 3.5 whenever you go to cut your inside pieces out for the wallet. But if you want to get an updated file with that all, you know, the right size and everything, depending on how you cut out your patterns, we've already updated the files on the website. And so if you go on there and just redo it, just get it again, then the new file will be correct. But check it to make sure. We did, in both Aaron and I's systems are pretty much the same. When we uploaded the corrected file, it automatically sent out an email to anybody that had already gotten it, and it said, hey, there's been an update to the pattern, the digital download that you received. Would you like to download the updated version? And it's got a link there. For some reason that link doesn't work. I don't understand why. It should work, but it's modern technology. There's something wrong with it. It just doesn't actually work. It's a good idea. I thought it was going to be easy. Nothing is usually as easy as you think it's going to be, but it's not that big of an issue. Like I said, you can just change the measurements when you go to cut those pieces out, or you can go on our website and just download it again. Just go ahead and act like you're getting it again. Like I said, the pattern is free, so it doesn't cost you anything. You will have to, you know, go through the checkout process and grab that, but it doesn't cost you anything at all. It just needs an email address so it can email you the file. But real simple. Like I said, sorry about that. You know, it's always, you're putting these things together. We've had a couple times on some of our pattern packs as well over the years that, you know, people get them right at first and they're like, hey, this doesn't seem to fit, and then you're like, oh, we've got to change that and stuff like that. It's a little more challenging than you think it would be to take a physical pattern, just like we, you know, create these poster board patterns in the shop in our work, right? And then to take that and get it into the computer and get everything correct, and then to catch any discrepancies in a digital format sometimes is a little more difficult than it's pretty easy, but it's also pretty easy to miss something. So unfortunately we missed that little piece. I don't think it's that big of a deal. We're still early on in the project. Remember, you have until August the 10th to get this finished piece to Waco for the contest, for it to be entered into the contest and judged. And as it says on the pattern, when you get this, it's got an address right there for Maker's Leather Supply. So if you aren't coming to Waco and you're going to build the wallet and build the project and you want to enter it in the contest, you can certainly ship that to or mail it to Aaron's shop. Just be sure it gets there by August the 10th, and we'll get it out there, and then me and Aaron Heiser and Terry Henson will be the judges on that, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Aaron's done a video making that wallet. He actually tooled up the advanced tooling pattern that's in there, because remember on this, if you're not aware of this contest, there's 2 different tooling patterns in here, and one of them is the beginner level. There's 2 categories in this contest, the beginners and an advanced. And so there's a beginner category and an advanced category, and there's 2 patterns. One goes with one goes with the other. And yes, you do have to tool one of these 2 patterns, or the pattern that goes with that category. I've had a few emails of people just saying, so can we tool whatever we want, or do we have to tool these? You have to tool these patterns. That's part of the rules, and the way Aaron has this contest kind of set up is so that everybody's kind of building the same project. It's all tooled the same, but of course all toolers are going to tool different. So I'm going to have a lot of fun watching and seeing kind of how different artists take the patterns that I drew for this contest and do what they do with them, because I've told my students a lot in the past that you can take a pattern, any line art pattern, floral pattern, and give it to 10 different toolers, and you'll have 10 different pieces of art, because everybody's going to tool it different. Everybody's going to do a little something different with the flower or the pear shading, the way they kind of lift everything, the way they tool everything. It's all going to be different. So it's going to be interesting to see if that proves true in this contest. But anyway, I don't want to keep you guys too long. I know it's Friday, and we got a lot of stuff going on the weekend. I will be in the shop most of the weekend. Thank you for everybody that has ordered stuff from us. Real quick too, while we're updating on stuff, we did have an issue yesterday in the shop with our shipping, and it really isn't an issue, but it kind of scared everybody and me as well, because we took a bunch of packages. We've been trying to fill orders. We got another run of those golf ball sleeve pattern packs in, and so we were filling orders yesterday. We got a bunch of them to the post office yesterday, and when we dropped them off, they got scanned in. Good. Now we started working on the next ones that evening for today. We took another big load today. And so if you've ordered something from us, and maybe like say Monday, and you're waiting and it hadn't moved, it's because we were waiting on that next run of golf ball sleeves orders or prints to get here so we could ship those orders and fulfill those. But anyway, the problem came because when we dropped them off, our post office accidentally scanned everything in as delivered instead of going out, I guess. I don't work for the post office, so I don't know what their little gun says on there, but she was under the wrong setting. So when she scanned every one of those packages in, it basically updated the tracking on that particular tracking number and said it had been delivered. And so a lot of my customers yesterday were emailing me that they had gotten an update email from our website stating that their package had been delivered and was waiting pickup at a P.O. box here in Moulton. And that's obviously not true. And so a few of them caught it and thought, this is probably not true, but anyway, I'm letting you know. And I appreciate you guys emailing us and letting us know. We got back with all of those folks and let them know that we would check on it. I talked to her this morning, or my wife did. Claudia checked with her. And sure enough, that's what happened. She accidentally just scanned them all. She said it does not affect the packages. They are coming your way. In fact, she can track them. If you go to track it yourself, you may not see an actual true update on there. It may still say it's in Moulton. It's not, because she was tracking them and most of them had already left Corpus Christi. And so they're going out. She said they should be delivered as normal with no issues whatsoever. But if you don't see your package next week, if you're one of these that got that kind of weird update, and you don't get your package by say Wednesday or so, call me and we'll track it down for you. We'll go down there and talk to her, and she can see a lot more than we can on our end, and just make sure that it's moving through the system. But yeah, we didn't ship everybody's packages yesterday to some random P.O. box here in Moulton. They went out. They just a normal mistake. Everybody makes mistakes, and it's amazing that any of our mail or shipping or anything gets anywhere it's supposed to go these days, with all the packages and all the different mail carriers and everything that's going on in the country with packages moving. It's just kind of amazing that anything gets anywhere, but it's a good deal. Like I said, we got it figured out. So if you didn't reach out to me, but you did get that email and you're kind of wondering, it's like, well, that's probably not true. That's what happened. It just was a mistake. But those are the updates that I have for you. Just wanted to do those two. That way we're not sitting over the weekend with you guys wondering what was going on. Especially the main one was this pattern. We want to be sure and get that. Again, remember, the divider piece for the wallet needs to be 7 3/4 inches long by 3.5 inches wide. Make that simple correction. You don't even have to bother download a new one. Everything else is right. Just when you cut that piece out, cut it out that size, and you should be good. Like I said, remember, Aaron's got a video on his YouTube channel. It shows you how to build that wallet if you haven't built one like that before. But that's all I've got for you today. I appreciate you guys watching. Y'all have a great weekend. Do some leather work. Try to stay out of that heat. We'll see y'all next week.